Hi.
Hi.
You need to get closer to the mic, babe.
I don't know. I think they can hear me.
Yeah, you think you can hear you, and then I record, and then I edit, and then...
I mean, I think it's fine. Look, it's blue on the little recording thing.
Wow. Great observation.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have my contacts in.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really blind, yeah. You're so close to me right now that you can see my contacts.
That's how close you need to be to me.
I did get slightly hit in the face. I had boxing right before this, and I did get slightly nicked in the eyeball and my contact almost, but it didn't. And then I retaliated.
I love that for you.
Thank
Hi,
you.
Val.
Oh, yeah. Give a big, she was not the one who hit me, but big shout out to Valerie Rodriguez. What up, Val? Big listener, top listener.
Yeah, our number one fan. Maybe you could get a shout out if you told us that you liked our podcast.
That's right.
Yeah.
But we should do more shout outs for our, how many, do we know the number of listeners we have?
We have 159.
That's 9 more than last week.
I know.
Oh my God.
Hello, 9 new people.
Hi, 9 new people.
And we have 20 subscribers.
Okay, that stayed the same. I love consistency.
Yeah. Yeah.
The fact that people are subscribing, that's so weird to
It
me.
is really weird that people are like, oh, every week I want to listen to this. Good for you.
So excited that they dropped something new. But yeah, well, you guys didn't come to listen to that. You came to listen to us talk about entertainment news.
Yeah.
And movies.
Yeah.
And
is that it?
yeah, that's
yeah,
it.
that's kind of it.
That's all that we talk about.
We don't talk about our lives on this podcast.
No, sometimes it sneaks in there, though.
Yeah, sometimes. I feel like you could imply things, but for the most part.
No.
No.
We got to keep some secrecy.
Yeah.
It's too nasty for the pod.
No,
I'm
it's
just kidding.
I'm just like, I don't know what you're doing.
Literally doing this on a Friday night. Boxing and then coming to record. What does my life turn into? I kind of like it, though.
I had a voice lesson today.
Wow.
Yeah, exciting stuff.
That's really cool.
I know.
I worked my job.
Wow. Look at us, just normal gals in Hollywood.
Literally in Hollywood.
Yeah.
But let's talk about some things.
Yeah.
That happened
let's do it.
week.
Like what?
Natalie Portman's divorce.
Finalized.
Finalized.
Because they were separated.
I like how swift and like
quick.
I'm gonna say under the radar. It's just done.
Yeah. So guys, Natalie Portman is single again.
Yes. Her and that leg.
Yeah. And again, Natalie, my number is A1. Something. Yeah, no, good for her. If I were Natalie Portman, I would stay single my entire life and just fuck a bunch of people randomly. Like, if I looked like that, that's what I would do personally, which is probably why I don't look like that.
Well, what were they married for 11 years, right?
Was it 11 years?
I mean, it's Black Swan. When was Black Swan?
I was going to say, it's Black Swan.
I feel like it was longer. Black Swan was a while ago, no?
I like to black out that movie because I don't like it.
God.
We can check.
I'm checking how much people have to pay.
Ooh.
I know. Husband of 11 years and 8 months. Officially, damn. Filed last July. I feel like it was a lot. Oh, it was finalized in France.
Ew. I feel like they have different laws than us.
I know. What are these laws? We're going to have to look into this because there's not really much out.
I would feel like she makes the most money in that relationship, no?
I don't
What
know
does he
much
do?
about. He's a choreographer and like in the dance community. He's a dancer.
I know that, but like they don't make a lot of money.
I can't answer that because I have no idea.
They don't make a lot. I'm telling you, they don't make like
I don't know.
Ton of money.
Maybe in France. I don't know.
Compared to Natalie fucking Portman,
Listen,
the star of 3 Star Wars movies.
I mean, I would hope.
I'm pretty sure she gets money off of Padme Amidala dolls to this day.
But didn't she not get paid kind of fairly in like Marvel? On Thor.
Probably.
Yeah.
But she's still probably making Star Wars money.
I'm just really curious what the laws are for being divorced in France because I know damn well in California, 10 years and you get alimony for life. So if she is making all that dough, way more than him.
She's the one paying.
Right.
So maybe
And he's the one who cheated. So you see what I'm saying? We need to do like.
Can someone in France please tell us? We don't have a listener in your country yet, but maybe this week we will.
Listen, I think by next week we should get an update.
Yeah.
I feel like it just dropped today, right?
Yeah.
The news that so I think people are going to get some documents. They're going to get their eyes on.
I mean, what's my favorite? Oh, Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is the best celebrity to get a divorce from.
Yeah.
All that Scientology money. But yeah. Anyone from France, tell us about your weird France wedding laws and let us know.
Wedding laws, marriage laws. Marriage laws. Oh boy.
Yeah, wedding, marriage. You know what the fuck I meant. Maybe they call it wedding laws in France. They're weird over there.
Touche.
Thank you.
It's not true, but touche. Listen, Madame Web.
Croissant.
Oh, Jesus. Start with a Q?
Croissant. Is that better?
God. Let me change the subject before we just go down a rabbit hole of you saying French
words. I
words.
took German in high school. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Go. Change the subject right now.
It just pains me to talk about this, but I'm just going to. The Noah and Trish Cyrus drama.
I'm laughing because I would fucking stab my mother.
Well, okay, so allegedly, so Trish got married last year to an actor, Dominic Purcell, who was big on Prison Break and one of the Blade movies, Blade 3, Trinity. Anyways, and they got married last year, and the story is that in like 2017, he slid into her DMs. And she didn't see, because as anyone knows, when you try and slide into people's DMs and you don't follow, it goes into like that request folder that I barely check. So she didn't see it for like a year. And then when she finally did see it, Dominic had a girlfriend. And when they both were finally single, she reached out to his camp. And then they started dating, and now they're married. Well, apparently during some weird time frame of all of this, he was casually dating her youngest daughter, Noah Cyrus.
How old is Noah? Do we know?
Take a guess, and I'm going to find out.
I'm going to go with right now. She's 23.
I was going to say 22. 24.
You're close-ish.
So during that timeline.
So when she was like 21?
I don't know, but he is pushing 60. I mean, he's still hot. But then someone did put in perspective because, you know, Billy Ray is also dating someone who's in their 20s, or maybe they're married now. I know they're engaged for sure, maybe married. But anyways, the timing of everything is a little weird because, Noah, it was very notable that Noah and I think the boys were not at Trish's wedding, but Miley and Brandy were, the two older sisters, and people were speculating that maybe Billy Ray was just planting this story just because Ray has been getting a lot of flack for being an ass and being a bad dad. And, you know, Miley didn't even thank her dad when she won her Grammy. She thanked her sister and her mom. So there's a lot of tension in that family, and I'm just so sad because I love Miley. I'm a Miley stan. I've been a Miley stan for decades. Has she been around for decades? Almost at 2 decades. You have nothing to say.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around this because, like, here's the thing. As a mother, I would never want to marry a man that slept with my youngest daughter and he's like 40 years. I would like not like that man. I wouldn't marry him.
Apparently, maybe she didn't know. It's all weird. How weird.
Do you not know about a man? 40?
I mean, my mom doesn't know about.
Sure, but I feel like I would know if a man who's pushing 60 or in his 50s was fucking my 20-something-year-old daughter.
I mean, I don't think she lives at home.
I know she doesn't live at home or anything like that, but I don't know.
My mom doesn't know who I'm sleeping with unless I tell her.
True. Yeah, but I feel like it's different when you're famous. They didn't get caught once. There was not once.
No photos have been released of Noah and Dominic together.
So I'm hoping this is like planted stories because
I could see it being a planted
the lack of
story.
evidence.
Yeah.
And I just don't see a mom doing that to her child.
It's just weird.
It's icky.
Yeah, it is icky.
I also just wouldn't want to like fuck someone my daughter did.
Yeah, that's weird.
I wouldn't want to like
even after the fact.
Yeah.
You know, maybe she didn't know at the beginning. Well, you know now.
Yeah.
So
allegedly.
But I really hope this was planted. I really hope this family gets their shit together and just like has a holiday together, you know?
All of them together in one roof?
Yeah.
I don't want that.
I do.
Okay.
Maybe there'll be a song about it. I think it's like a Noah song. Noah would sing about this. Miley would never.
Does Noah sing?
Yes.
I have no fucking idea what Noah Cyrus does, if I'm being honest with you.
She sings. She has songs. I like the July song. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know anything else she sang, but it's a pretty nice song. No?
I just thought she was...
All of them sing. The older brother was in a band.
I know he was in a band.
Miley, and then I think the other brother, like, he knows how to, but he's not trying to be, like, famous. Braden, I think his name is. Yeah, he sings. They all sing. Brandy DJs. I'm really invested in the Cyrus.
You really are. I know Miley exists.
Yeah, her sister's a DJ. Brandy.
And I know that's it. That's all I know about the Cyrus family.
I just taught you something for a change.
Yeah, and I was dying to know about it. Thank you so much.
You didn't know you were dying, but now you realize you were dying.
Yes, I love knowing about trashy families. You're so right. What?
How dare you? They're not that trashy.
Are you fucking kidding me? We just we were just talking about how a mother married her youngest daughter's ex
allegedly.
Allegedly.
But I want to keep this trash train going. Who do you think I'm going to bring up?
Is it Ariana Grande?
Of course it's Ariana Grande. That goddamn homewrecker. And I say that because, listen, everyone, you know, a lot of people have probably wrecked one or two homes in their heyday. Who am I to judge? But again, when it's the numbers that are like 5 or 6, it's like, oh, girl. But anyway, she announced today, end of this week, that she's going to redo the movie The Boy Is Mine. The song The Boy Is Mine. She's going to redo the song The Boy Is Mine. I can't speak.
It's fine.
She is going to have on her new album her rendition of The Boy Is Mine.
Here's the weird thing about this. So this whole album is about this whole situation that she's currently in. Guys, I need you to know that this whole album is about theater actor Ethan Slater. I need you to look at Ethan Slater and be so fucking for serious. Are you like you're risking it all?
I also feel like, yeah, when it happened, it was a shock. You're just like, okay, again. And also, oh, okay, he has a newborn. Oh, okay, was he married?
Yep.
Married. But I haven't heard about them since. I feel like it died down. Why do you want to bring this up again? Right? I thought the whole point was so you guys can like live in peace and be in love and peace.
I think it's a publicity relationship. It makes sense.
And it ruins a family?
Yeah, I think this is a publicity thing.
This is horrific.
I mean, I'm if anything, I'm pretty sure he and his wife were probably on the outs when this was all going down, and then he just took a publicity relationship because like the timing.
And Ariana too, she was on the outs.
Yeah, so the timing works because here's what you do. They have a movie coming out the end of this year. They're going to break up right after the Wicked press tour. And I think...
Is this going to be our Don't Worry Darling press tour that we've been waiting for? Is this about to be it?
Is this my...
Because what if they break up before? That's a long time. What are we in March? That's over 6 months.
Yeah, that's how long. I mean, that's the timeline of for most publicity.
But they've been doing this publicity thing for it'll be over a year. Like I'm saying, what if they break up before the press tour? And then the press tour happens.
And the press tour is all about their breakup.
And one can only fucking dream.
It'll be like Cynthia being super classy and then the mess around.
Yeah. And then not only that, because I mean,
that was Don't Worry, Darling. It was Florence being classy as fuck and then Olivia being a hot ass mess.
But I'm also assuming that, I mean, hopefully it'll be in the award conversation and then they have to deal with the whole award press of it all, and then they got to be around each other even longer.
They also have part 2 coming out.
Oh my god! And his character, I guess, doesn't die.
Do you know the story of Wicked, right?
It's been a long time.
You know the story of Wicked.
I saw the play.
I
don't know who he plays.
He plays Bach.
Who's Bach? Is he the monkey?
No,
he's not. I gotta look into it.
He's the Munchkin.
Oh,
you know what happens to Bach?
Yeah.
He turns into
your
the.
Your eyebrows are not gonna tell me. The wizard.
Girl. Did you really just say the wizard?
I'm gonna say I actually don't know the story.
You know the story of Wicked?
I saw Wicked in college. It was a long time ago.
I saw Wicked as a child.
Yeah, but again, I think maybe for our new listeners, especially when I was younger, didn't quite absorb things as well as I do now as an adult. So when I see things for once when I was younger, I gotta watch it again.
Yeah, I also just saw Wicked a bunch of times.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we can scratch that.
Yeah, I was upset. But also I knew the story.
I just saw the play. It was like our basketball team in college. They took us all on a trip. It was like shitty seat, I didn't pay for them, but my coach got us all tickets, and that's my Wicked story, and I moved on.
Oh, and you didn't want to sing all of the songs and then listen by the soundtrack and then buy the merch, and then you didn't do that.
No, I was poor in college, so I didn't buy merch. We didn't have Spotify and all that. No.
Oh, and you weren't a theater kid, so that makes
I was not a theater kid. I liked musicals,
but you just weren't. Okay.
I was an athlete.
Right.
Collegiate. Division 1.
What year was this?
Bitch.
No, seriously.
2008 to 2012. Division 1 college basketball.
Wow.
I know.
Wow. That's so cool.
Oh my god. I can't deal with you. I can't deal with you and making fun of my...
I'm not making fun. I like it. It just means that our Wait, you're a class of 08?
For what? High school? 7. I took a year in between.
Okay. Wow, that's so crazy.
So crazy.
No, it is. Our just life experiences are so different.
Yes, I will say that. You were a theater kid, gymnastics, ballet, and I was a basketball player who... Basketball players and athletes weren't doing theater and things until 2007, the same year that High School Musical came out.
That's a fucking lie.
And we were all breaking free.
That was a fucking lie. I know people who did. I know people who did both.
To be fair, they wouldn't let me. I tried to do because I did choir. I studied music growing up, and in high school, the teacher, she was Russian, and she was like, "You can't do choir," and I was like, "The fuck? Why?" And she's like, "You can't do it because you're a basketball player." So I did handbells. And I did advanced handbells, by the way, because I knew how to read music. So I had multiple bells in one hand. Oh, yeah, that is not the right form. But yes, it's all in the wrist. You got to ding, like this. See that? Do you see this?
You did handbells?
Fuck yeah, I did handbells.
I did not know this
I got to
you.
advanced handbells. I didn't do handbells. I got advanced handbells.
Whitney, you're a fucking nerd.
I mean...
Handbells?
Cool, yeah.
Handbells?
I was like that cool athlete who was like in handbells to piss off my teacher. And then she thought that it was a long story. Anyways.
I could just see you with the
That's
bells.
not how you do bells. You look like you're putting dildos in your mouth from one end. Okay. All right. Okay. Moving on. Anyone else wants to ask me about my handbells story, they can feel free to DM me. Yeah, I was handbells. It's close. Close. Imagine having two bells in your hand too, and you got to do the thing. and you wear gloves. Anyways, back to the podcast. It's going to be the longest episode. Zack Snyder. God damn it. Mm-hmm. So Rebel Moon came out in December, and part one. Is it a part one?
It is part one.
It is a part one. Mm-hmm. And it just was not good. It was out on Netflix. I went and so my good friend loves Zack Snyder. Loves him. And
I'm sorry to hear that.
And I was like, he wanted to go see it at the Egyptian because the Egyptian shows Netflix movies, blah, blah, blah. So we bought tickets. I said, yeah, fuck it. It's night out. And it was so bad. And he goes, I liked it. I knew he was lying. I was like, you can't like this shit. I had so many questions. It felt so incomplete. It just was like the fight scenes were slow and it was so bad because I had such high hopes because I loved the cast. It was because of the cast. I loved the cast. But anyway, so Zack Snyder came out today and
he said that more people watched Rebel Moon than they watched the Barbie movie, which could be true. I don't know. I don't know. Netflix doesn't release views. They don't do that. That's what they're known for. So I don't know. He could be telling the truth. Here's the thing. That doesn't mean Rebel Moon is better.
Well, it's funny too because his lead actress, Sophia Botella, I'm a butcher name, but sorry about it. She came out and basically was kind of like throwing shade at him with the editing. She basically came out and talked about how the harsh reviews were mainly about the editing. I mean, that's a dig towards Zack Snyder, in my opinion.
I mean, it's a Zack Snyder film, so it's not good ever. I'm not a Zack Snyder fan. I think all of his movies are bad. So, like, when I watched it, here's how I found out that Rebel Moon was out. My friend messaged me, and he was like, have you seen Rebel Moon? It's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. You should watch it. And that's why I watched it. And I'm pretty sure that's how a lot of people watched that movie. Was someone just said, it's really bad.
See, I saw it like opening night. What? Because I like, what's his name? Mikhail Husman, the main character.
You like the
I hated his character, though. He was a fucking pussy. But I loved him. Charlie Hunnam. Like, who's the actor that we were talking about earlier that we don't know how to say his name?
Is it like?
Go ahead.
I am sorry to the people of his country of origin and to his parents.
But
Desmond?
Something like that.
Desmond.
He's in like every movie. You just put and you're like, oh, he's in this.
He's
in that.
Thick African accent.
Yeah. Sexy.
Like,
I went for the actors. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and say anything different. I love action movies. Specifically 80s and 90s action because I feel like we just can't do it anymore. It's too big. I like them simple. That being said, I knew this wouldn't be simple, but I went for them. And I went for my buddy. And it just was bad. I also don't understand why. Also, Zack Snyder mentioned that there is a 4-hour cut. Why do we keep having to have 4-hour cut movies? Why can't you just tell me what the fuck is going on in the movie time frame that you released? Why is it, oh, well, you guys just didn't understand it, but here's a 4-hour one?
I could answer that.
Go ahead.
Because he's the bad filmmaker.
I mean, I did mention to you earlier, I liked the Justice League. Don't shake your head. Let me finish the sentence. I liked the Justice League Snyder cut. I said it. It's out there.
Winnie, you can choke on a fucking dick.
Oh, I wish. Just kidding.
That movie is so. No. I don't even like the Snyder cut of
I
Justice
think
League.
it's also because the Joss Whedon one was just so bad, and the Joss Whedon one was so bad, and I had so many questions, and every question I had was pretty much answered in the Snyder cut, and I feel like that is another thing that would happen if I watched the 4-hour cut of this. Like, does he cut out stuff on purpose so there's so many holes in a plot and in a film?
Like, so when I saw Justice League Whedon, I was like, this movie is really bad. And then Snyder was like, I have a version of it, and it's 4 hours long. And then when he announced it, I was like, oh, so it's 4 hours of a bad movie. And it was 4 hours of a bad movie.
I mean, but you know, the Ray Fisher of it all that was explained. I would be pissed too. He was the whole. I mean, we can get into it another time, but like,
do you know how long it took me to watch that movie?
4 hours.
24 hours.
What?
It took me a full.
You were with us when we watched it here, or at the old place?
I wasn't invited.
Wasn't my apartment.
But yeah, I hate stopping movies. Like it's a pet peeve of mine. I would watch like a few minutes of that movie and have to pause because I was like, I can't take this. It made me want the Aronofsky version of the DCEU.
This sounds horrifying.
Yeah, it does. That sounds awful, but I would rather that than what we got.
I hope maybe Netflix will release the numbers and we can do another little check-in. Eye roll. But also, I mean, there hasn't been talks of not releasing part 2 with how bad it was reviewed for part 1. I think Rebel Moon should have been a TV show. I think that they tried to cram too much of a universe in 2 hours.
You think it should have been a TV show? I don't.
Yeah.
I think it just never should have been made.
Oh my god. At least isn't it an original idea?
No.
Oh shit.
It's Star Wars fan fiction. It was his pitch for a Star Wars movie and Disney wouldn't let it get made. So he made his own movie.
Wow.
It's poor fan fiction.
Oh.
50 Shades of Grey, if you will.
Hey, how dare you?
I said what I said.
50 Shades was played at the Dome, I'll have you know.
Yeah, I know.
Opening weekend for at least 2 of the 3 films. You're welcome. If you were there with me.
I mean, I was there like opening night, midnight, laughing as a hate watch.
Still got you in there.
Yeah, I did.
How dare you?
50 Shades is a bad movie and a bad book series. It's
How dare you?
Whitney, you have to know. I mean, the source material that it's based off of is bad, Whitney. You have to know this. You have to. Here's the thing. You were
50 Shades fills a hole for me.
Is it your vagina?
Again, I wish. No, I'm just kidding. It was like the perfect movie for a Valentine's Day opening weekend of just fun. I read the books.
So did I. Bad.
It just was fun. I didn't put any like serious thought into it. It was a good time. I had my glass of rosé. You know, you watch it like Valentine's weekend. You have there's all these gays in there with me. It was a great time.
Yeah. See, Whitney, we're allowed to like bad things.
Yeah.
But we have to know they're bad.
Well, I know. I do know it's bad.
Okay. That's what I was.
Oh, is that what was happening?
Yeah, I thought you were like some delusional.
Listen, I could think something's bad, but I enjoy the shit out of it.
I mean, that's my relationship with the Twilight franchise.
Oh.
Like, when I first watched it, I was like, this sucks. I hate this.
First one for me, yeah.
When I read them and read like, this sucks. I hate this. Now that I've matured, this sucks, and I love it.
That was deep.
Thank you.
Wow. Well, there is something I want to talk about that we both utterly hated. We were so excited about, and it just fell flat. And I'm talking about the AMC fucking ads with Nicole Kidman. Now, we've only seen 1. Is that correct? And there's supposed to be 3 dropping? Yeah. And so I think I've seen it now twice. I mean, you've seen it a bunch of times. And it just doesn't get any better. It's awful.
Bring back the old cut, please.
Yeah. You know what? I didn't appreciate the old cut. I'm going to say it right here first. Let me have a moment. I didn't appreciate the old cut. It was played too much. The whole stepping in the rain, just walking up the stairs.
It was a puddle.
It just, whatever. I just was like, I was a hater. And I didn't like that everyone acted like this was the first time they would see it. It just felt very just silly to me. And then this new cut came out and I said, oh my God, what have I done?
It's your fault.
It is my fault. I voiced too much into the universe that I wanted new ads. And the reason why we don't like this ad is because I thought that they were going to refilm like new ads, like film new ads.
I thought it was 3 new ads. That's what they said.
New suit, new.
I didn't think new suit.
I don't know, just new.
I thought it was something new.
You know what was new? The edit. Because all I did, it felt like, was just edit the old fucking ad. And they took away heartbreak feels good in a place like this. They took that away.
And now she just stares in the camera and says, now that's magic. And that is it. But also, I would like to add, they have more ads in the theater now. So here's the thing. They start with an ad, then they play the trailers, and they have another ad, and then they have the Nicole Kidman one. And that's in a basic screening. That's a non-IMAX one.
That's my digital Dune screening.
Yeah, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this? A fucking ghetto-ass Regal? Sorry,
Boo.
Regal Theaters. Fuck you, though.
Next, they're going to have Pepsi. They already watered down the Cokes. They think I don't fucking notice. The Diet Cokes have been less and less with their little acidic shit. They water them down. They don't put enough fucking syrup in it. I am livid. Livid.
I didn't know that. I don't.
You didn't notice I stopped getting Diet Cokes there? Fucking pissed.
Did you?
I did.
Oh.
I did.
What do you get now?
Last night I tried like a peach lemonade. I did do that. And I was like, all right.
I do a peach. They got rid of my favorite thing, too. They used to have, like, the sparkling tea. And I used to get that, and they don't have it anymore. It's fine. But yeah, nice. I like that for you. But no, I hate it. It's stupid. It's getting... I mean, you guys are the #1 movie theater in the fucking country. Show some fucking class. Stop watering down your Coke. You have enough money. They have to make so much money from concessions. They have to.
Well, we know how a movie theater
Yeah,
works.
it's concessions that drive sales. So... And you have the most movie theaters in the country, so you're not making money off of popcorn? You're not? Fuck that. I know you are. So stop being so... You had enough money to make a fucking Dune popcorn fleshlight. So stop watering down your fucking Coke. Get the old Nicole ad. I'll be happy. Or at least show the other 2 ads. I haven't seen them. If anyone else has seen them, let me know. I've only seen that
Same.
horrible one. I
Same.
thought yesterday would be my time because I was seeing 3 movies.
Yeah. Nope.
It was the same one I saw. The sad one I saw at Dune. Maybe it's different theaters show different ads.
Or maybe they're dropping it not at the same time.
They said 3 new ads with Dune Part 2.
Okay.
So am I being lied to?
It sounds like it.
Fuck you, AMC.
Oof.
And I watch all my movies at you, practically. Except when I occasionally go to a draft house or a more art house theater. But I spend money on you every month. I go to you at least once a week.
At least once a week.
At least.
With people. We've recruited Stubbs members.
Yeah. So show us just some courtesy. And make the Nicole ad better. And stop watering down your fucking Coke. I don't even drink Diet Coke, but stop watering it down.
Stop watering it down before I sick Tia on you. Ms. Tia would be livid if she came to a movie up here and had a watered down Diet Coke. I would have to go get her a Diet Coke outside to bring it in.
To circle back to Twilight.
Oh, yes.
As we know, Lionsgate has been working on a new reboot for Twilight because it's like hot now and all that stuff. Like I just said, I love to hate it.
It's being replayed all the time in theaters now.
Yeah.
Like the New Bev, all of it.
Alamo Draft House is also replaying it. So they announced
Oh, no.
that the new reboot is going to be animated.
Now, when you say a reboot, do you mean like the same story?
I'm assuming they're just remaking Twilight. I'm assuming. Or like, I know there's like that book that's from the perspective of Edward. Maybe it's that.
Isn't it just one book?
It is the one book.
The first, yeah. I did read that.
Oh.
I read.
Oh.
I got through half of Breaking Dawn and was like, I'm going to call it.
I read all of those books. Did I like reading them? No. But was it fun to read? Absolutely.
Yeah, I had to know what was going on.
Yeah. Listen, Lionsgate, call me and I could get you one of the best Twilight remake reboots your little heart desires. If you're trying to market off this, make some money off of Twilight, call me. Just do it. Don't make it an animated film. I don't want to see that shit. Who wants
a
that?
TV show or is it a film?
I don't fucking know. I think it might be. I think it is a movie.
What?
Or no, it might be a series actually.
I mean, either way.
Either way, like, first of all, most people don't want remakes. I don't want an animated Twilight remake. I don't. I want a live action. She's honestly, just get Catherine Hardwicke to direct them all.
Unless it's like rated R with like sex scenes, like I don't.
There's not a lot of sex in those books?
I don't know. They can make rated R.
I mean, again, the story, they don't, I mean, it's Mormon propaganda, Whitney, so they're not going to have sex until they're married.
Oh, God.
It's stupid and slightly racist, but that doesn't matter. That's beside the point. But yeah, don't make it animated, please. I don't know any fan that was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to find out that this is animated. Not a single fucking fan.
Honestly, no one's really talking about it either. Like, it pops up and then it, like, disappears. I feel like.
Maybe on your side of the interwebs.
Oh, yeah. My side that doesn't realize that you need to see Dune Part 1.
Yeah, that side.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, it does.
Proceed.
Yeah, so that's stupid. Don't do that. I, like, literally all of my Instagram and all of my TikTok was, like, just people angry and, like, laughing at the fact that it was animated. And these were people that were, like, kind of interested in the reboot. And now they're just, like, get that shit away from me. So you lost your market, Lionsgate.
Unless they're going for the younger market.
They don't want that shit either. So we did see some movies this week. Some movies. I saw 3. You saw 2.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Wow.
The first movie I saw by myself. A movie called Problemista. It came out the same week that Dune did, and so I was really focused on one movie that week. I'm so sorry. And it stars.
It's produced by Emma Stone and her husband, which I found really interesting, and it stars Tilda Swinton
And Julio Torres.
I was gonna say Julio.
I think he wrote it as well, or directed it.
I don't know.
He wrote, directed it.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's like his movie, and it's about this. It's about this kid from El Salvador who immigrates to America to become a toy designer, and it's weird. It's very.
Is
weird.
it? It's A24.
It is an A24.
I'm like, it's A24. It's quirky.
It's a little quirky thing. Tilda Swinton plays this woman whose husband froze himself to like be reawakened in the future.
Oh.
And she's super neurotic, super insane, super crazy. And at the time, Julio's character is about to get deported. And he takes...
Which means you disappear, right? Isn't it like some quirky way of being deported?
No, there's no quirky way of being deported here.
Oh. But I thought the trailer showed it.
It did. It
did, right?
Yeah,
okay.
I know what you mean. You're not like I get why you would think that.
Yeah.
But it's still really quirky. Like it's just like his whole month of like trying to stay in the country. And he lives in New York, and it is so fucking good. I highly recommend it. I don't need a shot or anything to watch this movie again. It's good. It's great. Go watch it. Because again, we need to support smaller films like this. I personally think. I'm sorry I didn't do a Dune weekend. I was just kind of tired, to be honest.
We were focused.
Yeah. But yeah, Problemista, totally go see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out. You know what we don't need to check out again, though? Is Imaginary. We saw it together last night. And boy, oh boy. And it's Blumhouse, which I get really nervous with Blumhouse anything. I feel like it's all quantity, not quality. And I was right to be nervous for this movie.
I also am not a Blumhouse fan. I don't think they like horror films. I think they just know they could make a bunch of them for cheap. And so they can pump them out a lot, but they don't care about horror films. Like, they don't care about them. They're not passionate about it. Like, we're in an apartment of someone who loves the genre, and like if you look around, it's literally just decorated. Like, the people at Blumhouse don't care about horror the way
we have Chucky and Tiffany staring at us.
Yeah, and
Chucky's holding a knife.
Four different types of Scream mask. We have like a wall devoted to Stephen King,
Mandy poster, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween.
It's insane, and like no one at Blumhouse cares about the genre.
Yeah, they're like, who?
Yeah,
who's Mandy?
Yeah, so that's how I feel about Blumhouse. And every time they churn out a horror film, because that's what they do there. And Imaginary is no different. It's soulless, it's lifeless, it's a cash. Are they trying to make money from this? I don't even know. Like, there's nothing really interesting that's going on. Like, I feel like they were just like, let's make a fat movie really fast for money.
Yeah.
And that's it. First of all, can we talk about the acting in that movie and how terrible it is?
Well, so Imaginary before we...
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I got really heated because I really dislike this movie.
It basically, this family moves into the stepmom's old house that she grew up in when she was little and had to abruptly leave, and she doesn't remember how. Anyways, the youngest daughter finds a teddy bear, and she has an imaginary friend, and the imaginary friend is malevolent. It's evil.
Yeah.
So, and it ties into the stepmom's childhood. And that's basically the synopsis without really ruining anything.
I mean, the movie ruined its fucking self by being fucking made. Let's start there. Oh my fucking God, this movie is so bad. Spoiler alert, the plot twist is that no one else is seeing the fucking bear. And
I mean, that was a sick plot twist. It got all of us, me and the guys. We were like, oh shit.
By the guys, do you mean you and Jeff and Danny?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why? I didn't get to ask Devin. He ran off. But yeah, we were like, I didn't see that coming, that no one saw the bear.
I mean, it was a good twist for you.
Well, yeah, me and the other people we went with.
Whitney. Golly. It's okay. It's okay, though. You know, Jesus Christ. So...
I literally leaned over to Danny and said, God, I really hope it doesn't get weird. And
I don't know what you were expecting it to not get weird in the imaginary realm.
By weird, I mean, like, I really hope it pans out. I really hope they put, like, a full thought together and really, no, it just, well, I know, it didn't work.
Also, the acting was so, like, the main woman was, like, so wooden and like, bad. Like, everyone was just really bad. Like, forced, like, almost, like, Disney Channel type acting for a whole movie. It was just a shit show.
Also, can we talk about how the husband/father left to go on tour and left his daughters with his wife? Because, of course, they weren't together. Like, it's not her kids. She's black, also. Fun fact. And then, like...
The kids, like... the oldest daughter hates her
hates
too.
The stepmom. I mean, long story short, the house burns down in the end of the movie, and the husband's nowhere in sight.
He's on tour with the band with his fedora. This is very much a 2006 band too. Like this, like
yeah, the outfit, the jewel, like everything.
Like I was just like, what year is this?
The whole having a crazy wife, but like didn't really talk about why she was crazy, or did I miss that?
I mean, she attacked her daughter.
But, like, why?
She was mentally ill.
It just... But they didn't really, like, elaborate. Like, it just...
I mean, do they
she's
usually...
sick. Yeah, they're like, she's schizophrenia, she is this, she is that. It just was...
I feel like the schizophrenia is implied.
I don't know. I like things being really spelled out sometimes.
Yeah, you do, because you need them, I guess.
So?
Yeah, so, no. Don't see the... Also, here's the thing. Don't see a movie produced by Blumhouse.
Period.
The Blum family.
Amen.
I think they're brothers, right? I believe they're...
Couldn't tell you. I don't give a shit.
Okay. Let's stop watching Blumhouse movies so they could go bankrupt and stop making them.
And we'll probably still watch them, but we'll tell you not to.
Yeah. The only people that should be watching Blumhouse movies are me, you, and the people we see movies with. So that's what? 5 people?
Yeah, about 5 people.
So I want them to only make $100 off of their $1 million.
And we're Stubbs, so we still don't understand how there's revenue being made with Stubbs.
I don't get it. I really don't.
They are losing money with us.
Well, I think they're losing money with us, but I think they're selling these, and people are like more casual moviegoers.
Yeah.
So for them, they're making money off of them.
This is a sport for us.
Yeah.
This is a lifestyle.
3 in 1 day, baby.
You did do 3 in 1 day.
One time I did 6.
I was trying to think of how I've done 4 the most. At ArcLight, I did 4, and then I did
Rookie
Mad
numbers.
Maxathon. That was 4.
Rookie numbers.
I don't think that's a rookie. I think that's intermediate.
4?
Yeah. Imagine all the people that we like. That's intermediate numbers. 4.
Okay.
Give me 4. Like now, especially with movies being 3 hours, that's like 12 hours in a theater.
I'll give it to you, I guess.
Yes.
But yeah, Call Me When You Get 6.
Will never happen unless it's in my apartment.
Well, if it's, I'm talking about specifically in a theater. I think you
I
can
know.
only get 6 movies in a theater with trailers and the way everything's planned out.
Yeah, the timing of everything.
At home, I can do like 8 or 9, maybe 10, depending on how long the movies are.
Yeah, you don't sleep.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I do. I sleep like a baby. I have wonderful dreams.
I don't dream. But yeah, so this movie was really bad. Plot twist, she had like the best imagination, so the imaginary monster wanted to feast off of her imagination.
The adult did.
Yeah. And the main girl, she's also like a children's novelist.
I mean, you don't need to see it. It's
yeah,
fine.
just don't watch it. We watched it so you don't have to. That movie's so bad. Stop watching Blumhouse films. They suck. Amen. And on that note, we have one more movie we
I was like,
about
goodbye. I'm just kidding.
that was actually good.
Yes.
So good.
So good.
Oh my
So
goodness. And it was a little film called Love Lies Bleeding.
Yes.
And oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. I really liked that movie.
Yeah. I was fortunate enough to see it on Sunday.
Without me.
Yes. And I got to see a Q&A with Kristen Stewart, the writer-director, I think, Rose Glass, and then the other star in it, which I'm blanking, Katie O'Brien? Is that her name? Wow, look at me. And it was really awesome. I knew nothing about the film. I kind of went in just... I trust Kristen Stewart. I'm going to say it. I trust her. I think that she makes really interesting choices. I think she's so fucking cool. She's so cool. She's so nice. I've had quite a few interactions with her. And yeah, I trust her. You know, she's coming into her own. She's doing her own shit.
She's finally out of that fucking Chanel contract. Oh my God.
She just wore Chanel to the premiere.
That was Chanel?
Yeah, the bodysuit.
That was Chanel?
Yeah.
Someone else styling. Because here's the thing. When Chanel's been styling her a lot because she's in contract with them.
Right.
I thought she was out of it. Maybe she's not.
Well, maybe look it up. But I'm 90% sure it's Chanel. Yeah, get that phone out.
Well, because I feel whoever was styling her when she was under the Chanel contract would always put her in these tiny little... Who's ever styling people who are under Chanel contract seems to be fucking fired. Because Margot Robbie was under contract with Chanel. The worst.
Boring.
Who's ever styling? Because Chanel's great. The clothes are great. I don't know when people are
I follow her stylist.
Yeah, who people are under the contract when they're under Chanel, they get less creative because for years she was wearing these tiny shorts and that was it. That's all she was able to do, and it looked like trash.
Yeah,
and
Tara Swennen is her stylist.
Has she been her stylist?
Look, she just styled her 3 days ago.
No, she looks good now.
But yeah, she's been her stylist forever.
Really? Mm-hmm. Girl, I guess Chanel has a lot of rules. I don't fucking know. But she's been wearing these ugly looks for years, and I feel like it happens anytime someone is like just clawed into it. Like, just look at celebrities under Chanel contracts, and for some reason, it always sucks. And I don't know what the agreements to their contracts are, but it sucks.
Yeah. I feel like it'd be pretty strict.
I'm assuming there has to be, because there's like no way that the same person with the same limitations styled what she's been wearing. Has styled what she's been wearing and then like styles. So I'm assuming the contract just does something dumb.
Yeah.
It makes you, because Margot Robbie, same thing.
I don't know if it makes them dumb, but there's probably a lot of restrictions.
Yeah. And it sucks. But yeah. No, this movie, though.
Yes, the movie, it takes
good.
place in the 80s. Is that correct? 80s?
You should know what year this takes place
80s
in.
or 90s.
You should know what year this takes place in, Whitney.
I think it's the 80s.
You know what year this takes place in, Whitney. Come
Are
on.
you going to say yes? It's 80s.
80 what?
Oh, I don't know. Definitely takes place.
It takes place in 89.
Yeah, when I was born.
That's why I said you should know.
Oh, all right. Well, so I was kind of
special.
close. I was like 80s, 90s. It's like around the border. Anyways.
It's because when she's in the competition, it says 1989.
Oh, fuck, I don't know. There was a lot going on in that competition. I was not looking at the goddamn year. But anyways.
Okay, so the plot of the movie, it takes place in, what? Is it Oklahoma? It's not Oklahoma. She's from Oklahoma.
I was going to say Oklahoma.
I think she's from Oklahoma. The girl that comes. It's
Takes place somewhere in bumfuck nowhere.
Yeah, middle of nowhere. You don't really fucking need to know.
Nope.
I'm assuming somewhere close enough to Vegas in California where it's like you can drive there
And back.
Yeah. So that part of our coast, and it starts.
A female bodybuilder comes to town, and gets a job
at a gun
range with Ed Harris.
Ed Harris, who is also Kristen Stewart's character's father, who works at a gym. And she has a sister who is abused by her sister, played by Jen Malone, who is abused by her husband, Dave Franco, who also works for the father.
And they start dating, and then there's murder.
Yeah.
And body horror.
Yeah. And
gore.
And just hot muscle
and
God,
lesbian sex.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what else?
What else is in this movie?
Ed Harris. I fucking love Ed Harris.
So do I. Ed Harris is great. I mean, I fucking love this cast. This is such a great cast. I've seen things with Katie O'Brien. I'm not as familiar with her work.
Same.
But I have seen stuff in it. But everyone else, I know. I mean, it's Kirsten Stewart. It's Jenna fucking Malone, who I fucking anything Jenna Malone. Like you trust Kirsten Stewart. I trust Jenna Malone. Anything Jenna Malone is in, I've never been disappointed in it. Actually, that's a lie. Zack Snyder was involved in that movie. But still, any other one.
I'm a fan of Dave Franco, too.
Oh, yeah. Dave is great. Everyone was
even though
great.
he was an asshole in this, but I kind of liked it. I was like...
was he a piece of shit?
Yeah.
He's Are we spoiling? Yeah, we're spoiling.
We're spoiling.
Spoiler.
We're not spoiling the ending. Don't spoil the ending. Don't spoil
the plot twist and the ending. And
you don't do that.
Okay, I'm not going to do that. Okay, I guess not. Okay. Anywho, yeah.
You have nothing to say now.
Nothing with no words are coming out of my mouth since we're spoiler free for once.
We're not spoiler free, just like don't spoil the ending. Like imaginary dude, but like we want people to see this. Why are we gonna tell them like what it's about? Like the whole thing.
I guess. But where's this? Dave Franco. He's an extremely abusive husband.
Yeah.
And has gaslit Jenna Malone's character, who played this character so fucking well.
She's like, I'm gonna be the most gaslighted
bitch, like
bitch
to the point
on the planet.
To the point where like my face is ballooned 2 sizes too big, and I'm still down for my man. Yeah. And I'm just like,
make sure he visits me in the hospital where he put me.
Yeah, like it was. I hated her in this movie. She's so fucking good. I loved Jenna Malone. Yeah, when you messaged me after you watched it, you were like, this is what Drive Away Dolls wanted to be. And I was like, I wonder what she meant like that. And I was like, I get what she meant. It didn't, I was watching this and it felt gay.
Yeah, it felt authentic.
Maybe, I was wondering though, when I was thinking about that, because we looked into it, and Trisha, who wrote Drive Away Dolls, is queer, identified as a lesbian until she married Joel Cohen, and they have like a thing. Yeah,
they have an arrangement.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering if the straightness just comes from Joel and the actors playing the lesbians as opposed to...
Yeah, there is definitely, you can feel maybe it's the male energy or influence in Drive Away Dolls.
And I don't feel that
Absolutely
at all
not. This is pussy power all the way.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
It was hot. As a straight person, it was hot.
I love that for you.
Thank you so
much.
You growing. Nope. Wow. Still love penis.
I mean, strap-ons exist, Whitney.
Nope.
No?
A warm one.
Strap-ons can be warm, Whitney.
No. Men. I'll just say men. Still love men.
They smell bad.
Do they? I love hair.
They're not as soft.
That's fine. I don't want them to be too soft.
One day one day a woman's gonna wear you down.
Oh fuck!
What if Kristen Stewart like walked up to you and just wanted to go down on you?
I would shake her hand.
She's just like ready to go, and you're just like, oh.
I would shake her hand like this too, like, yeah, like I have like my fingers like like, here, grab my little fingers, you know, like that. Yeah.
And you would just be like, no?
Yeah, it would be like, no.
You're not even like curious?
No.
That's so weird.
I know.
A woman's gonna get you one day, Whitney. It's gonna happen. Hey, you didn't want to do this fucking podcast.
I didn't. I did not want to do this podcast for years.
Yeah.
That felt like decades.
It's kind of, yeah. Coming up on one. Damn. But one day. I mean, you're enjoying all these lesbian movies. You're having
I know.
the time.
Look at me having the time of my life.
It's gonna happen. You're gonna just wake up one day and then boom, pussy.
Is that how that happens?
It happens to some people.
Oh God.
A lot of women come out later in life. It's statistically like
that. I do know that, but you don't just bam. Okay. Well, the movie Love Lies Bleeding. Here we go. First, a couple weeks ago, it was you and anime. Now it's me and sexuality. It's going to be something every time. The one quote that I did get from the Q&A was the writer-director Rose Glass was like, I just wanted to make something sweaty, fun, and bloody.
And that's exactly what we got.
Exactly what we got. She also had this fascination with the female, like with the human body. I don't think just female, and like bodybuilding. And brought that aspect into the film, which, I mean, it's fascinating. Bodybuilding is just... I find
bodybuilding so fascinating. Like, every time I see a bodybuilder, I'm like, it's just incredible.
It freaks me out.
It freaks me out, but it's like, I'm kind of like taken aback like what the human body can achieve.
Mm-hmm.
Even like, I know a lot of them use steroids. But
well,
even,
they
like,
did in the movie, yeah.
They did. And like... Even, like, with or without it, though, like, the fact that your body can just do that, it's kind of incredible to me. Every time I see a bodybuilder, I'm just like, wow, time to go to the gym.
Even with, like, boxing, like, I box. I mean, everyone knows I box. And the things that they put their bodies through, too, and I'm just like...
I'm so fascinated with what human bodies can do, and just, like, seeing Katie's body... Yeah. That's incredible that the human body could... I mean, with, like, diet and exercise, I'm not sure... I don't think she personally uses steroids. She does martial arts in real life.
I hope not. I hope she's all natural, you know?
I mean, it didn't look unnatural to me in the movie. I mean, when they did the editing, obviously that was the point.
Yeah.
But yeah, she looked good. She looked great. She was great in this movie.
Yeah, she was definitely a breakout. She's getting a lot of attention with this, which as she should.
Yeah.
Here's a question. Did you like her wig? Was it a wig?
I think, that's a wig.
Did you like it?
No.
Okay, cool. Me neither. And I was like, I wonder if this is a good wig. I'm gonna ask Thurleen.
Because I know.
Because in the Q&A, she had very short, like, hair and style.
They tried. I mean...
They did try.
They did the trick where, like, you don't really have to see, like, the edges because, like, they're bangs. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But, no, I loved this movie. I really
great.
do. I loved costume design. I loved...
The cinematography was really cool.
Thank you. That's the word I was looking for.
Wow.
I thought the cast worked really well together. Ed Harris is amazing and menacing in this movie. I mean, so is Dave fucking Franco. Everyone is doing so fucking good.
I really felt their support.
Yeah.
In the movie.
Yeah. Yeah. They were great support. Kirsten Stewart's acting her ass off.
Again, I trust her.
So I hate, and like when people are like I remember when we were talking about the Rolling Stone cover and people were like, what has she done after Twilight? She's done so fucking much after Twilight. Maybe you should, I don't know, Google or look up a movie. Clearly you're not into movies, the people who are saying shit like this, because she's done great things. Again, watch Personal Shopper, watch
Happiest Season.
Watch
What? She brought a Christmas movie and I appreciate it.
Watch her performance in Spencer. Just anything after Twilight.
She also has a reality show. Fun fact. I think it's like ghost hunting.
Didn't know that. Watch her reality show.
Yeah, she has a reality show. It's like a gay, like a queer, like I think it's ghost hunting, but it's a queer reality show. And they do like, I think they go to haunted houses. Like it's something wild that I was like, get it, girl. You bored? What's up?
I want to see this now. But yeah, so how many shots would it take you to watch Imaginary again?
Ooh. How many shots does it take for me to black out? Is that what you asked?
So a whole bottle of tequila.
It's not that much anymore, unfortunately.
Half a bottle of tequila.
I'm going to say like 8 shots.
Great. You would have to shoot my corpse and reanimate it to get me to watch Imaginary again.
Can I pour alcohol on your
To
dead
try to
corpse?
reanimate it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Set it on fire like the ritual they do in the fucking movie. How many shots would it take you to watch Love Lies Bleeding again?
You know what? It wouldn't take me any shots to rewatch it, but I think I would take 1 shot just to like get a little tingle, you know? Like, ooh, we're ready. Let's do this. But yeah, 0 to 1.
A little buzz.
Just a little. I mean, 1 shot doesn't give me a buzz, Darlene.
I don't know how. You don't know I don't know the fucking lingo. Just a little something.
I know. How many shots would it take for you?
Stone cold sober, baby.
Woo!
Give me all that.
Wow.
All that right there. Kristen Stewart, Katie O'Brien, both of them hot. Both of them
hot.
both of them my type. Both of them.
Oh.
Yeah, just that's the spectrum of it for
Let's
me.
find you one of those.
I don't know if I want to be the girl that's just throwing people around or the girl that wants to be thrown. You know?
Yeah.
Like I go back and forth of like wanting that body.
We'll try and see where we land.
Yeah. Well, on that note, this has been Take a Sip with Darlene and Whitney. I'm Darlene.
And I'm Whitney.
Bye.
Bye.